I'm here to tell you right now. I don't know if Jack Bech is the steal of the NFL draft, but it's the draft pick that most surprised me that the Las Vegas Raiders selected on day 2, and it's the draft pick that definitely has me the most intrigued moving forward, because I've been saying I really like the offseason that the Raiders have been doing so far, but there's one issue that I had, and that issue is we did not add that vertical, deep threat that's also strong and athletic and can go up and make contested catches. I thought maybe they would try to get a Keenan Allen or an Amari Cooper in the building, which I guess they still could do. But when I heard the name Jack Bech, I knew of him because of the story, and I knew of him because of some people mocking him to people on day 2, some people early day 1. But that's all that I knew of him. I didn't know what type of player he was, how good he was. The more I read about him, the more every single person has said he is going to be basically a day 1 starter for us. And then it's going to be maybe Geno Smith's new favorite target outside of Brock Bowers. And that's already on a team with somebody like Jacoby Myers, who's had 1,000 yards last season with the worst quarterback play you've ever seen in the history of your life. So what I'm going to do in this video is where are we going here? We're going to break him down here. We're going to read about the type of player that he is, and then we're going to react to some highlights. I'm very excited to go deep dive into potentially the steal of the draft, Jack Bech. But before we go any further, I just got to tell you real quick, you make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 13,000 subscribers. About 45% of you that are watching this video watch but are not yet subscribed. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't hurt. It's completely free. It helps the channel. And make sure we're turning on notifications, hitting that bell so you can get notified the second I upload a video. Okay, before we go into reacting to the highlights, let's get into a little bit of analysis here. This is on Bleacher Report. Jack Bech, NFL Draft 2025 scouting report for the Las Vegas Raiders, wide receiver. And I've seen a bunch of people giving this pick an A++++. Daniel Jeremiah said, this guy is a monster. He's a stud. That's an exact quote from DJ, my favorite. The Las Vegas Raiders selected TCU wide receiver Jack Bech with the 58th overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. If you want a selfless, team-first player, look no further than Jack Bech. He has experience playing both tight end and wide receiver during his freshman year at LSU. And before I get into any more of this, I just want to say, obviously, his story is a big part of him. But don't let the story overshadow the type of athlete he is and the type of person that he is. SpyTech and Care went out of their way to show you that we're going to draft people that can make an impact immediately, but that can also lead the locker room. When we're dealing with a couple losses in a row or crisis, people like Jack Bech have been there, done that. They've dealt with so much that they can brush that stuff off and get ready for the next game, and I'm really excited to see what he can do. This season, Bech emerged as a highly effective pass catcher as a route runner. He's an efficient and intentional mover, to create separation. You will not see all of the fancy footwork at the line of scrimmage. He relies on the sudden jab steps to move his defender and create space to enter the vertical stretch phase of his route. Bech is quicker than fast, and that's an interesting way to describe him, and uses it to break free from his defender. He runs routes with little wasted movement at the top of his routes. He is a well-tempered route runner who plays at his own pace. He will lull defenders to sleep before separating at the breakpoint of his routes. It kind of sounds like Cooper Kupp, to be honest with you. When the ball is in the air, he attacks it with a ferocious mentality, bringing those contested catches in. He can be a quarterback's best friend on third downs, and that's kind of what we were missing with this offense. Like Brock Bowers is a do-it-all Swiss Army knife kind of player, like a generational focal point of the offense. But when he gets doubled and Jacoby Myers has the best corner on him, you need someone to go to on third down, and there's nobody on the roster that can be that person. It's not Trey Tucker. It's not Michael Mayer. So it's Jack Bech that, if, again, he works hard, which if he doesn't end up being that good, it's not for lack of trying, because this kid is a hard worker. He's going to be he's going to be special for us. I really do believe that. So where was I? Okay. He meets press alignment / bump and run coverage with physicality. He uses his hands well to counter the defensive back's punches in the contact window. Bech is strong, and he works through contact well enough to get open in a timely manner. That short area quickness aids him in creating space quickly against man coverage. Bech's toughness and physical play style show up as a perimeter blocker after the catch. Okay, so he's good at blocking as well. He does a good job of sealing defenders and giving his running back space to work with on the perimeter. That's what we needed for Ashton Genty. Brock Bowers, we know, is a great blocker. Jacoby Myers does his best, but Jack Bech could be huge for the running game as well. After the catch, he runs hard with good strength to gain as many yards as possible after contact. He doesn't mind being a middle-of-the-field collision player and chain mover. However, Bech won't wow anyone in the speed department. He's not an explosive mover and lacks the burst to step on defenders' back toes, pushing vertically. Bech's top-end speed is adequate at best. He is quick, but will not win many foot races in the NFL against perimeter corners. He is a first-year breakout player, and one-year production raises eyebrows inside NFL buildings. Okay, just real quick on the quickness. That's a negative. No doubt about it. That's a negative. But here's the thing. We have Trey Tucker and Donta Thornton now. We don't need him to be the over-the-top deep threat. It could be Brock Bowers and him over the middle, Jacoby on the outside, and then Trey Tucker or Donta Thornton running past the corners to open up this whole offense. Like, this thing is really coming together, and with Chip Kelly calling the plays, Okay. Overall, Jack Bech projects as a power slot possession receiver who will thrive working in that horizontal concepts like crossers, digs and daggers, inside hitches, over routes, etc. Bech can become the glue guy for an NFL passing offense and handle the dirty work route concepts in the middle of the field with defenders covering from their landmarks. If a team can work on his athletic shortcomings or work past his athletic shortcomings, they have a potential productive possession style receiver. 6'1", 212, good hands, good arms. All right, blah, 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 blah. Where's the pro comp? 60 possession rank, 9 overall rank, 63. We got him at 58, so perfect there. Shades of Puka Nacua, high-level backup, potential starter. I mean, yeah, man, I love this kid. Steal of the absolute draft. Friendly reminder, we're about to watch these highlights as well. I just want to say, again, the story is tragic, but he is more than a story. And the story is, again, also going to help him overcome any immediate shortcomings he might feel in the National Football League. And if you watch any interview with him, he was on the Pivot podcast, which is, I think, RC's podcast, Ryan Clark. He was like, I'm going to be the hardest worker of all time. Like, I've already worked hard in my life. No one's going to beat me. Like, no one's going to stop me. And that's the mentality, again, that Pete Carroll and John Spytek were looking for. So, I haven't seen a single frame of any of his highlights in my entire life. So, I'm very excited to see what this looks like. So, let me make myself a little bit smaller here. Do I leave myself there? No, I'll go down here. And then we will get into the highlights right now. Let me put my headphones in. I'm excited to watch his highlights for the first time. Jack Bech, wide receiver. Let's get it. Hello, this is me from the future letting you know that I'm fast-forwarding through the highlights portion of this video because it cannot be uploaded to YouTube due to the copyright infringement laws with college football and the NFL watching highlights on YouTube. So this section will go on Patreon as a Patreon-exclusive video. If you want to see me reacting to Jack Bech highlights, as well as get your name at the end of the credits, get exclusive content, get ad-free content, exclusive content never before seen on YouTube, like me reacting to Jack's highlights. Link is in the description below, or go to patreon.com/ALLaBorde and sign up for the cheapest tier possible. Okay, back to the video. I mean, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for there? I loved what I just saw there, man. Oh, I can't wait for the season to start. I can't wait. Join the Patreon, man. You get exclusive content, never before seen on YouTube. You get your name at the end of the credits. You get never before seen content. Like I said, days early in advance, ad-free content. You become an executive producer of the show by joining the Patreon, like all these beautiful people here. Sign up. Link is in the description below. Patreon.com/ALLaBorde. And please be sure to subscribe. It is free after all, no charge to you. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.